Hey, what's up y'all? My name is FinestXI. Recently we had a visit from Nikita in the form of a podcast talking about what's coming out in patch 12.8. Now I know everyone's already done a full rundown of what's coming out, but I want to do a quick little something on the most exciting things coming. What I'm looking forward to the most. Let's talk about it. Lots and lots of stuff was talked about, as is the usual with these kinds of things, but I do want to preface this by saying I don't think this is going to be one of the more game revitalizing patches. We'll get into all the things that are going to bring more life to the game, but in this video I want to start off by saying no Streets of Tarkov in 12.8. As I said in a previous video, the dev team said it was unlikely to be coming in 2020, and in this podcast they confirmed it will not be coming this year. Before Streets, we will be getting a Woods expansion with confirmed new spawns and new Sturman locations. However, this expansion won't be coming in 12.8 either. It will be coming sometime between 12.8 and 12.9. No good dates to mention on that at this time. We got to see a lot of new gear, attachments, and guns in this podcast, and that's pretty much what I'll be skipping over. As while that is exciting, it's not what I in particular want in this game right now. I'm still happy to have it, just no real interest on reporting on it right now. We did get to see the new heavy blood loss feature and meds, including the Calloc B and Tourniquet. Now the heavy blood loss might not seem that interesting to some of you, but I for one am very excited for it. Basically, what's really special here is not the extra way to die in Tarkov, but the byproduct of heavy blood loss, which is blood trails. You'll now leave a small trail of blood as you move around while suffering from heavy blood loss. This may not seem like much at first glance, but it is going to add an extra level of immersion into the game, and the coolest way I can think this feature will be utilized is if you get the chance to actually track down and kill somebody by following the blood trail. Honestly, if you want to go really in depth here, you could even use the blood trails to your own advantage by setting up an ambush using the help of allies. The next really cool feature coming to the game is the compass. I ragged so hard on this whenever I first found out it was getting introduced to the game. I did not see how it would be viable to mid gunfight stop and pull out a compass just to spin around and figure out what cardinal direction you were in, just so you could then yell to your teammates that the enemy was whatever direction, only to have them put away their guns and pull out their compass to confirm the enemy's location. Assuming the compass would have a clunky animation like with the meds, I basically figured trying to use your compass in any somewhat serious gunfight would just get you killed. Well, I was pretty much wrong. It turns out the compass comes out and gets put away basically instantly, and instead of having to use cardinal directions, you get a nice little pop-up in the bottom right of the screen showing the degrees you're looking at, anywhere from 0 to 360, just like in PUBG. You can't shoot with the compass out, but as I said, it pretty much gets put away instantly, allowing for safe usage of it. This is really going to make squad play more efficient. There was a bit of an art to finding out who your teammate was shooting at before. Turn to look at them and see what general direction they're firing at while using callouts like just past that rock between the trees to pinpoint the enemy location. It became easier as you played more of the game, and definitely when you consistently played with the same teammates. It was one of the hidden gems of Tarkov. While it may not seem all that great, trying to get everyone in a squad on the same page mid-firefight was chaotic and fun. While I will miss this part of the game, I'm equally anticipating being able to easily call out exact directions between rookie and veteran teammates. Like I said, this will make squad play much more effective and definitely help out newer players and veteran players a ton. Next up, we got to see the simple yet mind-blowing drop backpack feature. We will now be able to drop our bags at the press of a button, which if you didn't know why you do that, it's because when your backpack is full of loot, you move, turn, and aim slower. So if you get caught trying to run to an extract with a heavy bag, you can drop it and get all your speed back to help you clutch out the fight. Very cool perk for seasoned players. Grenade launchers will receive further nerfs. My community over at twitch.tv/finestxi tells me all the time how they die to grenade launchers constantly. My only question is, why do the good die young, and why do I literally never run into them? I'd be happy to fight against them, but for some reason I just never do. Like it or not, GLs are getting further nerfs in 12.8. Much to my surprise, Nikita dropped that we will be getting a stim pouch to help carry more stims while taking up less space. Not sure if this will be stash only or if you can stuff it in your gamma, but this could be huge. Honestly, as time has gone on, I've realized just how important stims are. I sometimes go into raid with up to 4 different stims, one for running fast, one for pain and health regeneration, one for taking less damage, and one for carrying out a ton more loot. My character is basically a full-time druggie, and I didn't even realize it. There's lots of debate on whether stims have a place in this game. Not really my concern, as they are in now, so just adapt and overcome for the time being. Interesting little point here, the question of how much of the current Tarkov is how it will be in the final version, to which Nikita replied 65%. So in his eyes, Tarkov is currently 65% of what it will be. I'm not going to put too much worry into this, as he really did just pull this out of thin air, but it's so interesting to think about. Now, something I am hyped about is Nikita said private servers for tournaments are pretty much done and will be released soon. To elaborate, I don't know if these servers will be available to everyone, to select users like PUBG did with their custom game partner program, or just the top dogs like the Twitch Rivals tournaments. Either way, I could not be more excited for this. I said it time and time again, EFT has some of the best mechanics in any FPS ever, and it's the perfect game for custom games with friends and even competitive tournaments. Only problem aside from current netcode and server stability is all your games are so random with the other PMC that can spawn in, other player scavs that can target you, etc. Private lobbies remove all the external factors and allow for clean, high-skill tournaments, and I cannot wait. It was also briefly talked about that a sort of PvE game mode with your friends would come out closer to actual release of the game, whenever that is. Something else I'm definitely looking forward to. Last thing we got to look at is the new sorting feature. Any container will have a little icon that will auto-sort the contents inside based off the game's own custom algorithm. It's not perfect yet, but it will be a huge quality of life improvement and make the monotony of stash Tetris a little less monotonous. That's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed and are excited for patch 12.8. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what you're looking forward to the most in patch 12.8. I also stream on Twitch most days of the week, so come on by and say hello. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.